Hello guys, welcome to Jack's Technologies. Now we are going to see about how to install RabbitMQ related tools. Okay, so we have to do two things here. The first one is we have to install RabbitMQ. Okay, so before doing installing this RabbitMQ, we have to install one more application which is Erlang. So we have to install Erlang application, and after that we have to install RabbitMQ. Okay, so now let's see how to install Erlang application, and after that we'll see how to install this RabbitMQ. Right, now open your Chrome browser and search for Erlang space download. Okay, open your Chrome application and search for Erlang download, and here you will get the first one, which is from erlang.org. Okay, open this one, and here you can directly see download Windows installer. So as we are installing these applications for Windows laptop, now we have to use this option. Okay, here you can find the drop down box, and which will show you about 64-bit, 32-bit, and these are the zip files. Okay, so if you want to install from here, you can install this one, 64-bit installer. Okay, or else if you directly click on this name here, it will automatically download. You can check it is downloading here, right now. So after downloading this application, so when you click on this download Windows installer, right, by default 64-bit installer will be installed. Clear? Now just go to downloads. Since the application is downloaded, go to downloads, and you just right click and select run as administrator, and it will ask you to say yes or no. Okay, yes here, and you will get this window. Now once you get this window, here you can observe Microsoft DLL is present, right? So it is not checked. Right now you have to check it and click on next here, and this is the destination folder where your application will be stored. So make sure that you have enough space in your laptop. Clear? And this is where your application will be stored. If you want to change the destination folder, you can use this browse option so that you can place wherever you want. So as of now, since I have space available here, I am just keeping like this. Now say yes here, next here, and directly install. And guys, now if you see here, it is asking to install Microsoft Visual C++ something. Correct, right? Now this application also we have to install. This application also we have to install. So while installing Erlang, first this will be installed, and after that Erlang will be installed. Okay. Now nothing you have to do. You just check here and then click on install. Now see what happened. You can see the setup is failed. Correct, right? This is because if you check the message here, another version of this product is already installed. So because the Microsoft Visual C++ tool is already installed in my laptop, that's why it is showing that setup is failed for this application. This, specifically for this application. So don't worry if you get setup failed here, and if you see another version of this product is already installed, if you see that message in our laptop while installing, it is okay. Which means that it is already installed. You no need to install again. So for the people who has not installed it already, who doesn't have this application already, it will show some progress bar and it will install it. Okay, don't worry about this. If you get setup failed and if you see this message, you have that application already installed in your laptop, so that you no need to worry about that. Just close it. If you close it, it will Erlang application will start executing, will start uh, installing. So let's wait until this is installed. Yes. So now we are done with the installation. Just so you can once after seeing this completed message, you just close this. Now guys, we'll just make sure whether this Erlang application is working fine or not. Okay. So just click on Windows button, and search for Erlang. So this is the application which we have installed. Okay. So just open it, click on it, and you will get a window like this. You will get a window like this. So nothing, what we have to do is you just try to do some addition. We'll just try to do some addition, and if you get proper answer, then it is correct. Okay. So now you just try to do 200 plus 200 dot 220 dot 200 plus 220 dot. You have to press, you have to enter dot also, and then enter. Now you got 420, which is correct answer, so which means that it is working properly. That's it. So now Erlang application is working properly. Now just close this. Now as we discussed here, we have completed Erlang application installation, right? Now we have to install RabbitMQ. Now again, open another window, another tab, and search for RabbitMQ download. Search for RabbitMQ download and open this first one. Clear? Now just you will get this window, and here in the left side corner you can see supported operating systems, right? You just click on this, and here you will get Linux, Windows, and Mac OS. So as we are installing this application for Windows, what we do, click on Windows and come here and search for direct downloads. Search for direct downloads. So once you come here, once you find this direct downloads, you just have to click on this link. So RabbitMQ server 4.0.5, this is the application which we have to download. Now just click on this and it will start downloading. You can see it is downloading. Now it is downloaded. Just go to your downloads and search for RabbitMQ server. Again, right click here, run as an administrator, and say here nothing you have to do. Just say next here and install. Let's wait until this is installed. That's it. So setup was completed successfully. So we have installed this application successfully. Just say next here and finish here. So we have successfully installed RabbitMQ application also. Correct, right? Now we'll also verify whether the RabbitMQ application is working fine or not. Just go to Windows, click on Windows button and search for Rabbit. Search for RabbitMQ and you will find RabbitMQ command prompt here. You will find RabbitMQ command prompt here. Just open and it will ask you for the permission. Say yes here. So you will get a command prompt like this. Here you just type RabbitMQ CTL version space version and give enter. You will get the version here. You will get the version here. So which means it is successfully installed, or else you can also check here. So here it is, the version is mentioned, but still we will make sure that when you are executing some command whether it is working properly or not. So by using this RabbitMQ CTL version, if it works, in the sense RabbitMQ application is successfully installed. Right. Now here we also have to do one more thing. We have to install one plugin which is related to RabbitMQ server. Okay. So to install that, search for RabbitMQ hyphen plugins dot bat space list. So if you enter this command, there are multiple plugins which are available for RabbitMQ, and whatever the plugins that we want to install, we can install those. Okay, just say yes here, say enter here, just give enter here. Now guys, you can see there are lot of plugins here, correct, right? So here what we need is RabbitMQ management. Yeah. So this is the plugin which we have to install. This is the plugin which we have to install. And here you can see there are empty boxes, right? So just remember this. Just remember this. Now, so we have to install RabbitMQ management plugin. So how we can install that is RabbitMQ hyphen plugins dot bat space enable space what plugin we want to enable, RabbitMQ underscore management. Now just give enter here. Now you can see the following plugins have been enabled. So RabbitMQ management is installed, which means it is enabled. Along with this, when you enable RabbitMQ management, along with this, these two also agent and management agent and web dispatch also will be installed. By default, they will be installed. Okay. So now we'll see the list again. We'll see the list again by sending RabbitMQ hyphen plugins.bat space list. Just give enter here. And see guys, here previously we had empty boxes, and now since we have enabled RabbitMQ management, these plugins are mentioned with E, which means enabled. So this is the main plugin and these are the sub plugins of this plugin. Correct, right? So we have installed RabbitMQ management and along with that agent is installed and dispatch also is installed. Correct, right? Now, so we are done with the installation of plugins. Now let's log in into RabbitMQ server. Go to Chrome browser and open new tab, and here you just type 127.0.0.1 hyphen 15672. So this is the default port of RabbitMQ server. So RabbitMQ is a server, correct, right? So this is the default port of RabbitMQ server. So if you use this ID, if you use this IP address, then we can log in into RabbitMQ server. See now, it is asking for RabbitMQ. It is asking for username and password, correct? Guest and guest. So both are guest only. So username is guest and password also is guest only. Just say login here. Now we are into RabbitMQ. We are into RabbitMQ application now. So we entered into RabbitMQ server, and here you can see a lot of options. Correct, right? Overview, connections, channels, exchanges, queues and streams, admin, and queued messages currently idle. So currently queued messages related to this RabbitMQ, whatever you are doing. So using this server, whatever you are doing, everything will be reflected here based on the operation that you perform related to RabbitMQ. Okay, these are all the options we use, and connections. So here connection related things will show, and channels, whatever the channels that you use, those information will show here, and exchanges, queues and streams, and admin. So here we can give we can add a user here. So you by providing the username and password, we can give we can give access as admin, monitoring, policy maker, something like this. There are multiple options which we can do here, and also here you can see few more options like users, virtual host, feature flags, policies, limits, cluster, and this different things. So right. So this is the RabbitMQ server, and here whatever you wanted to perform, you can do, and whatever you do related to RabbitMQ, they will be reflected here. So this is the server window. That's it, guys. That's it, guys. So this is how we have to install RabbitMQ. So before installing RabbitMQ, we have to install Erlang, and after that we have to install RabbitMQ, and we have to enter into RabbitMQ server. So whatever we wanted to do, that we can do here, right? Rest of the things, how this should be done, how how we have to create admin rights, why we have to create admin rights, everything you will get to know in the further things. Okay, this is the process of installing RabbitMQ. So if you have any doubts, comment your questions in the comment box so that you will get the resolution. So thank you for watching this video. Bye bye guys.